Hey, what's going on, everybody? And this is JJ, and I have a book here called A History of Mathematics, and it's by Boyer. And this book is widely published. It is not a rare book, although maybe the hardcover version of this book is a bit more rare than the soft cover, but it has been printed many, many times. And I kind of wanted just to showcase this book because it served as a great reading book if you want to get the history of math. I think it's the best one. And it's kind of cool how historians kind of have the freedom and privilege to kind of tell their perspective of what they think happened hundreds, thousands of years ago, before there was the internet. And this is copyright 1968. Before there was the internet to document everything, you kind of had to rely on authors to kind of tell you their perspective. And this book is really dense, and I really enjoyed it. One challenge with this book is when he does a lot of mathematical reasoning and writing, it's not the clearest math writing I've ever seen. Keep in mind, this is written in 1968, so it took a huge amount of effort, a lot of people collaborating and helping out on writing this very dense book with a lot of words and a fair amount of mathematical symbols and images. So overall, great book. You only need one if you believe in the integrity of Mr. Boyer. So if we go through the table of contents, we have primitive origins, then it goes to Egypt, Mesopotamia, similar time frame, Pythagoreans. We enter the heroic age, the age of Plato and Aristotle, who honestly did not do math themselves. Plato was far more influential in mathematics than Aristotle, but neither of them did proof-based mathematics as individual people. Then we have Euclid and the first and most famous math book of all time, Euclid's Elements, which is on pace with the Bible in terms of publications. And editions. We have Archimedes, an amazing physicist and mathematician. Apollonius. Finally enter the Indians in Greek trigonometry. China and India, ancient China and India specifically, who unfortunately we do not have a lot of information from those countries during this time period, around 100 BC, 500 BC. The Arabic hegemony, who were able to translate a lot of the Greeks' work that was lost during the Roman period. So we're thankful for the Arabic hegemony for really helping develop trigonometry and then also translating all of the work from the Greeks. Then Europe took all of the translated work from the Arabs and started to work on translating that in the Middle Ages. Once they were done, the Renaissance happened, and then they were able to craft their own theorems and make new progress in mathematics. Then we have the prelude to modern mathematics, and we have Fermat and Descartes, the transitional period, Newton and Leibniz, the Bernoulli era, age of Euler, maybe the greatest pure mathematician of all time. We have mathematicians in the French Revolution. A lot of mathematics came from people from France, specifically during that time period of around 1700s, 1600s, 1800s. But then Gauss and Cauchy, the heroic age in geometry. Actually, I need to read that chapter. I don't think I read that chapter. I should read that for sure. Arithmetization of analysis, the rise of abstract algebra, aspects of the 20th century, Hilbert space. I see that there. Probability, computers, and that's it. So yeah, awesome book. I really think this is the only history and math book you would need, unless you want a different perspective, an author's different perspective on what, because there's a lot of opinion filled in throughout this book, which I enjoy. You can easily distinguish between what's fact and what's opinion, especially using the bibliography at the end of each chapter. And then he even does exercises, which is interesting. And that's it. The history of mathematics. Again, the hardcover book's a little bit more rare, I think, than the softcover. We'll see you in the next video.